So this is gonna be a really brief video. Um, so apparently about 25 minutes ago, Charlie Kirk, conservative commentator and Trump ally, was shot at Utah Valley University. Was hit in the neck, and I don't know. I've been trying to keep track of what's going on. I don't know what the update is. He's alive as far as I can tell. He was hospitalized, and I just want to say that makes me really sad that certain groups in this country think that the answer to your disagreement with them is to turn to physical and violence, just like when they tried to kill Trump in July of last year. It makes me sad that we're becoming that as a country. And so I just want to say I pray that he makes it. And honestly, it makes me really, really sad. And to people that support that, you should really examine yourself because honestly, I don't know why you would think that's acceptable behavior. You want to go on about how Trump supporters are the unhinged and lunatic ones, yet you don't see us shooting people like that. You don't see us going and beating people up who disagree with us. And honestly, I think it's time for the left to examine themselves and even the right to examine themselves because honestly, it's really, really sad. So, really, if you can say a prayer for Charlie Kirk, I think he's been really instrumental in, confronting the more the more radical elements of the leftist agenda, and I do hope he makes it. And honestly, I think it's time to examine ourselves as a nation spiritually and morally. And at this point, I do hope that we can turn back to our religious roots and turn back to God because I think that's what we need. That's just my personal opinion. But anyways, Charlie Kirk was shot, and I think it's time for people to kind of stand up and condemn that sort of thing. The vice president already has. And I'm sorry, but it's not acceptable for you to shoot somebody who you disagree with. Anyways, like I said, this video is not going to be very long. I just felt like I should come on and say something about it. And so, prayers for Charlie Kirk, and I do hope he makes it. And to everybody on the more left side of the spectrum, is this really what you want? Is this really what your party has become? I don't think um, Democrat presidents like Kennedy or Johnson or anything like that would find this acceptable. And even Thomas Jefferson, the guy who kind of founded your party, even he wouldn't find this acceptable. And so I think it's like I said, I think it's time for the nation to really examine itself. And yeah. So, anyways, you all have a good day, and hopefully Charlie Cook makes it. And if he doesn't, it's kind of sad. All right, bye.